Well, here we are,
ladies and
everyone.
gentlemen.
Hey, welcome to Hair of the Dogcast, episode 10.
10.
Baby. We made it to 10, Josh.
We're in the double digits. We're the real deal.
Officially,
It's happening.
we have surpassed 9. We are almost into the 11s and the teens.
Yeah, 11s and 12s are coming up next, and it's just crazy over here at the Dogcast.
Oh man, we can hardly contain ourselves right
We're
now.
just like talking into mics and just letting you know how it is.
Yep, it's a beautiful, cold, chilly ass sunny right now after Friday afternoon.
Man, it's been so many gray skies here in beautiful Seattle, Wisconsin.
It's true. Man, I got stuck out walking yesterday, and it started to rain on me. I was angry.
Did you like
Miles away from home.
Oh,
I was a sad man.
Just walking in the rain.
Like
you
a
didn't
wet
think about,
dog.
You didn't think about just finding random like shelter and just curling up in a ball and taking a nap?
I thought about it, but I'm a man. I can take it. And there's something, I don't know, very satisfactory of just watching people drive by you while you're walking and just having them show like exorbitant amounts of pity towards you, but not stop and ask if you want to ride.
I don't know what kind of creep you are.
I know. Maybe it's the fact that I was wearing my hook hand.
Yeah?
Or something. My
Oh,
Jason
you were
mask.
one of those guys dressed up in a fucking clown outfit, huh?
No, but I commend those guys.
Walking around with a hook hand, chasing people when they got near you for no reason.
Yeah, that's me. That's me, just like scaring people. So, anyways, guys, welcome to this episode. It's gonna be a fun one, I think. I think. I don't know.
We don't know what's in store, but we have an amount of things to say, and what we'll figure it out
in a finite amount of time.
And words will happen, sentences, periods.
We'll form. We will enunciate the periods.
I'm on my period.
Oh boy, that's crazy. Josh, let's get right to it, man. What is Hair of the Dogcast?
We are a podcast, a real life podcast in the real world. But the future is not set because we need to record episode 10. And to record episode 10, we need to be drinking beer.
That's right, because Hair of the Dogcast is a podcast about beer and games and beer.
Games and beer?
So let's fucking start drinking some beer, man.
Hey, it's already there, already poured.
Woo.
We have a beer in front of us from Stone Brewing.
Aw.
San Diego, California?
It could be.
Yeah, all beer's made out of there nowadays. Yeah, it is San Diego.
It really is.
Escondido.
They must have really good hops.
Yeah. But they have a shortage of water here and there, I hear.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have the Arrogant Bastard Ale.
Oh.
And it says, "You're not worthy." Yeah.
Wow.
That's
pretty arrogantly, bastardly.
We change our minds about drinking it.
I don't like the way that can speaks to me.
It says,
it's an asshole.
"If you don't like this beer, keep it to yourself. We don't want to hear about sniveling yellow beer drinking wimps, because this beer wasn't made for you."
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Well, let's taste.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
cheers.
And this beer is brought to you by my good friend Brandon Kane.
Brandon King.
Beer donations. We accept them. We like them.
We take all of them. It doesn't matter. Maybe not Busch Light, but we won't judge.
All right, well, let's try this
All
beer.
Yeah. Whoop. That's good. That's got bite.
It's strong.
It's got bite to it.
It's a motherfucking bastard.
It's yeah. I'm going to take another sip because it's good.
Yeah. Definitely has that bitter, it hits you quick.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wow. These guys hear the ambulance?
Yeah, ambulance just drove by.
Yeah, they're like, we don't approve of this beer. We need to get fucking paramedics standing by.
Holy shit. Yeah, this one's a real bitter bastard.
Mm-hmm. I know. I've taken a couple sips now just because I'm like, is it really this bitter? Is it really this bitter?
It's not, and then like it is like as soon as you're about to swallow it. It's not after. It hits you right when you're swallowing.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not worthy. Or
it's almost like when you take a pill and you don't swallow it properly. When you crush it up,
it's totally it. It's totally it.
That's kind of not the best in my opinion. So I may need to keep drinking it so so it doesn't get to this flavor again and
Right.
get to the next beer. But we have beer.
But
do you get that?
no, that's totally it. I was trying to think of like what does this remind me of, and that's you crushed up like a pill before you swallowed it, you know, or
or you have one of those without the capsule, and like it's like a horse pill, and it doesn't go down the first 2 like swallows, and you get a good aftertaste. But that's what this beer is doing right now. A lot of people love this beer. It's one of their most famous beers.
And I wouldn't say that's necessarily a knock against it. It's just how it tastes, and it has a good flavor, you know.
Yeah. Now, a good ass like strong ale I'd recommend to be Avery's The Beast.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker.
Ooh.
It's like fucking 14%. I had it at the
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, I had it at the brewery.
Jiminy Christmas.
It is better than this. I don't care, Stone fans. But it's also like $8-9 a bottle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had that at the brewery, and it was 16% originally.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it was really cool when you poured that shit. It almost had like a tornado of like whatever.
What?
A tornado going on in the middle of it with all the flavors going down through it. And it kept going for like 5 minutes.
Really?
It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen, just pouring a beer.
That's so cool.
I just watched it at first, and I was like,
it's like a science experiment.
I don't want to drink
you know?
it. I don't want to drink it. Yeah. I do have a bottle. Maybe I'll have to bring that to one.
Fucking do it.
I have some good fucking bombers coming.
Really?
Yeah, I'm saving that for when we do late night podcasts.
Oh, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's dark out and
we let the hair down a little bit, you know?
Anyways, yeah. So, Arrogant Bastard Ale from Stone. Thanks, Brandon.
Yeah.
Cheers, mates.
That's right. And speaking of brewing beer, our buddy Josh here is currently going to school to... What? I know.
Who told
is it
you?
Okay is it okay if I tell people?
Oh, we can talk to people about it.
Yeah. Josh is going to school to make beer.
I'm going to Madison. They have a cool Madison, Wisconsin. They have a cool program. Different brewing classes. I'm in a brewing science class, and then the next day is like cool. A Cicerone class, which is a beer tasting, judging, grading, rating class.
Cicerone? Is that what they call? Is that the
fancy lad?
The
beer
sommelier
tasters?
Version of a beer connoisseur?
I've noticed sommeliers. Because I don't even
from
drink
the Middle
wine.
East. They're wine drinkers from Somalia.
Salami. Yeah.
Hey, whatever works.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of science behind it, actually. You might think it's just brew. I mean, you can just do that, but to make a good-ass brew, like I'm learning that the next steps like is to get your water down and the alkalinity and all these nutrients. You got to properly, get your
chemistry.
Chemistry, biology. I don't think I'll be able to afford any of those fancy yeast machines.
Physiology, anatomies,
dingyology, beer.
Yeah, I mean it's not just as easy as just throwing a bunch of shit in a bucket and waiting.
Yeah, there's steps. You need to learn these. Or
It's
you
very
don't.
crucial.
And you can just buy it at the store and drink it. That's the easy approach.
Yeah.
But I love beer, and this is something I didn't even think about doing. I just had to do it. So I'm taking the classes.
I think that's
it's
awesome.
Fun.
Yeah. I envy you, sir. I wish I could have taken them as well. Sad.
It'll be there for you. I think it's kind of limited. Like, there's only 12 people in my class.
That's cool.
Each class. Some of them are in the same classes. But and then the practicum after these 2 classes is I get to brew at Capital Brewing.
Awesome.
But there's only a few slots open. So, and I think the whole class signed up for it.
Okay.
So... I don't care if I get in right now.
Could have like some Running Man kind of like just death face off, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
who's gonna
I'm
get that
down.
empty slot?
I would actually take that, judging by the folks in the class. However, there is a guy who kind of looks like Wilson Fisk from Daredevil, the Marvel series on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a guy that looks a lot like him, talks a lot like him. It's kind of weird.
Maybe it is.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. I still have to watch that.
All of a sudden, like, you're in the fucking showdown, and you're like, oh, God, I knew it was going to be me and Wilson Fisk. Fuck.
Yeah. Better than Wilson Phillips.
Oh, I'd kick Wilson Phillips' asses.
All three of them at the same. Carney can fuck some shit up.
I'm sure you know it.
Come on, man. Come on. The other two you could take.
We don't condone beating women.
No.
Or men.
No.
Unless you want to.
Don't beat anyone except for us.
It's the beer that causes it, guys.
It is. Well, cheers, man, and good luck with your curriculums.
Thank you.
And your matriculating.
It's
matriculatings.
Fun. Yeah, and there's a handful of other classes, like an entrepreneur business classes, restaurant and brewery classes. Like, don't just go out there and just fucking do it.
Right.
Have a little business sense before you do it, which makes sense, obviously.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So probably do some of them too.
Fuck yeah. Why not?
I don't know where I'll go.
The world is your oyster. The world is your beer keg.
Yeah, I like that better.
I'm not
an oyster boy.
Yeah.
Oi, oyster.
Oi. Well, excellent. Yeah, so video games, Josh.
I like video games. Do you like video games, Tom?
I kind of do. Yeah, have you been playing anything fun lately?
I've been pretty busy with school and work.
Sure.
So the only thing I played...
can relate.
I don't know what you're talking about. Retro City Rampage. I got one of the 3,000 limited runs.
Oh, awesome.
So it's pretty cool to have something that nobody really has. So
yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of, people in the gaming fan base kind of bitching about how they didn't get their copy. Or they didn't even know about it. I didn't either. I came across it. Somebody posted about it, I think, on one of those video game sites I'm on, maybe on Facebook. They're like, hey, anybody going to get one of these limited runs? They just got posted finally.
Okay, so one of those things where they're like, okay, it's up now, ready for order, and then boom, it's gone?
I just happened to be on it. Yeah, I got number 2559. So I got one of the later ones.
That's awesome.
So I barely got it. But
I've heard lots of good things about that game.
It's a cool, fun game.
Made by a really small indie team.
D blank, I believe.
Might be one guy even, or maybe
maybe.
2 guys. Yeah.
I heard when he first re-released it, like he didn't even make money or something. He just came out when he released physical copies. Like he broke even or something like that.
Okay.
But still, he was saying that just to have a physical copy, like meant that.
Yeah.
Like it was really cool.
Exactly.
Having an actual PS4 or whatever.
Right.
Copy.
It's a tangible, physical thing that you can like show somebody like, I made this fucking thing. You know, that's really cool.
And then like, it's a fun game. Totally like reminds you of the top down original Grand Theft Autos.
Yep.
But it's pretty smooth, it's on a PS4. So everything like is really nice, smooth. They do some really cool things. Like it doesn't seem like, at first you're like, oh, what the fuck do you do? Like when you play the free roaming, I have not played the story. I have not had time.
Mm-hmm.
But the free roaming, like there's different like stores you can go into, and like you can get a skateboard, and the turning and the movement is exactly like Skate or Die. It's way more smooth, obviously. That game's pretty sloppy, yet nostalgia. It's a loved game still. But yeah, you get that Skate or Die feeling. You're in a skateboard. Awesome.
So it's like a modernized, it feels like a modern controllable version of like an old game.
Controllable, exactly. Yeah. And then there's like...
graphics are all retro 8-bit.
Yeah.
16-bit.
8-bit as fuck.
Yeah.
But...
violent.
You can get a cup of coffee and all of a sudden you're in like turbo mode. You're like walking like ridiculously fast. So like you can get the cops after you pretty quickly if you beat someone up or something. And then you can run from them pretty quickly, and then when you get in a car, you're also driving extra fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. And then there's a spot where you can buy milk.
Okay.
Which is weird, but all of a sudden you get all milk was a bad idea kind of thing. Like the whole level turns all wavy and all fucked up, and you're like kind of trippy. And
really?
It's temporary, It goes away after a minute.
Okay.
But it's really kind of fucking cool.
I wonder if that's a throwback to Legend of Zelda, where they had
maybe
the milk bars. They couldn't
show
sell alcohol in the game because it's Nintendo, and
milk
so you could go
I don't
to the
even
milk
remember
bar.
shit.
Yeah, and just get drunk off of milk. So yeah, that's cool. I always wanted to try it. I know it's been out for a little bit, at least in digital download form. But yeah, I just never got around to it.
Well, it's been out for a while. I forgot when they said it came out, but
yeah. I want to say maybe a year at least.
It's cool to have that limited run. Like
for sure.
You look on eBay and everybody's like buying fucking expensive. They're paying double at least what I paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I paid $29.
Fuck, man.
So they're all paying 60 to. People are overpricing it beyond that even, but yeah. What about you, Tom?
Been playing a couple things. I picked up a new toy this last week. I'm sure we will have a future episode on.
We will
probably
For
maybe
you,
a couple.
We gotta.
Yeah. I picked up a Omega from ArcadeWorks. It's a consoleized Neo Geo MVS system. So it's basically the arcade board, and they put it into a shell that looks like the original Neo Geo console. And
so are those reproduced then, or scavenged? And
they're scavenged. They're actual arcade boards, or Neo Geo single slot arcade boards, and then they kind of chop them up, take them into their shop, and then they put it in this sexy little shell that looks like a console. It runs all the arcade cartridges and shit. And the arcade cartridges for Neo Geo are a lot, usually on the whole, a lot less expensive than the home cartridges, because Neo Geo is fucking just astronomically expensive to collect for. And
probably the limited, like, rare, like, it's rare, so
there's so many rare games.
You don't come across many Neo Geo. You go to a vintage video game store, retro store that carries video games, like, of all kinds. You rarely see any Neo Geo.
Oh yeah,
and they don't even go down on the price. You can tell. They still, if they're there, they sell probably fast.
Yeah, and even the arcade cartridges have gone just up and up. Way back in like the early 2000s, I actually had a big Neo Geo full arcade cabinet. I don't know if anyone remembers those. They were everywhere, red. But they're big. They were big and red, and
multiple games.
They had
usually.
like up to 2 or 6 games in them, like Samurai Showdown, World Heroes, Fatal Fury, Metal Slug. Yeah, a lot of great franchises started on this system, and back then you could get some of these arcade games are like, you could get a lot of, like, 4 of them for like maybe $50. Magician Lord was one of the first games that ever came out for it. You could get that for like $20. It was just common as fuck. Nowadays, Magician Lord, just a cartridge goes for like $100, $120 since that time.
One fucking game.
And I'm like, I had all these games, and I fucking never wanted to kick myself more than I do now, because I had a pretty decent collection, and the Neo Geo library isn't that huge. I think there's like 100 and maybe just shy of 200 games ever released for it.
Sounds
maybe
about right.
Yeah, but they're all really, most of them were pretty decent. So anyways, I picked up one of those, and I got a 161 games in one cartridge.
Yeah.
So it's got a lot of the more expensive
essentials.
Main essentials. It's missing a few, but it's got a really good selection.
How much is a multi-cart for Neo Geo, may I ask?
They vary. That one wasn't expensive. It was maybe like 119.
Okay. That's kind of standard for something like of that console. Is
right.
Even EverDrives, around that for some consoles.
It's pretty. Yeah, I mean it's pretty reasonable.
Pretty much in EverDrive, it pretty much has everything on it. But
yeah, getting close. But it's one of those where they're not 161 like unique games. It's like you'll have one game and then 4 different variants of it, like ROM hacks, are also there. Yeah. So it's
sometimes a ROM hack is,
but
for the better. But
considering, it was only like $120, and it contains one game that's on there. Usually goes up for auction around $20,000.
That's not a good thing.
So, Anyways, I'm a Neo Geo whore. I would have to say Neo Geo is probably my favorite console. I couldn't tell you why. Probably because when it came out, I was really young and it was fucking expensive as shit. Games were $200 a piece.
I love
the system was $600.
I love Neo Geo games. When I was a kid, whenever I saw it wasn't as common to come across those cabinets. Like I forgot what places around town had them, but when I came across them,
baby.
I would play every single game on there once. Like I'd pop a quarter, whatever, and each single one, you're like, fuck, these are so arcadey. It's awesome.
Yeah, the graphics were fucking amazing. The sound was amazing back in the day, and I just have great
everything
nostalgia.
Was so fun. It was like that system just all the games are fun.
Yeah, which is crazy because I'm not the Neo Geo is usually remembered as like a fighting console. Lots of fighters, and it's got some really good ones. You know, King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, like I said, Samurai Showdown, Art of Fighting, World Heroes, and I'm not a big fan of fighters, but I don't know, for some reason I just liked a lot of the other games that were on it, and I do like some of the fighters as well. Like Samurai Showdown is fucking still.
I'm a big
just
fan
really
of fighters.
Good.
I don't play them as much as I'd like. I don't play games as much as I'd like to, but
yeah,
I usually pick up anything that's a good fighter.
Yeah,
I picked up those Neo Geo PlayStation 2 re-releases.
Yeah, I never played those. I didn't even know
World Heroes Anthology
and
the SNK collection. Yep. I think there's a second one too.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you can pick that up for PS2, you can relive.
They're probably around like $20 a piece. I don't think they ever went down in value.
Yeah.
I think I got World Heroes for like $5 because that was the era when PlayStation 3 was in its prime and nobody's buying PS2 games.
Yeah, everything's
discounted. But I think now like anything would be at least $20.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You're damn right.
Go get them,
son.
Go get them. Everybody's got a PS2. If you don't, you.
So yeah, we will almost assuredly sometime in the future have a Neo Geo centric episode, and I can't wait for that.
We gotta say that for a day. We get the binge play on this.
Exactly.
Guy. Yeah,
exactly.
With the big arcade sticks and all.
Fuck yeah! I mean, those are the controllers that came with the system.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just full fucking joysticks. You know, like so good, so good. Anyways, okay, so there's that. I also played a game that came out maybe last week, maybe the week before. It's been kind of getting a little bit of buzz. It's like an indie game. It's called Virginia. I think it came out for PS4 and Xbox One as well. I played it on PC.
Do tell.
It is a very experimental, narratively focused game. I don't know how to. It's so hard to describe. I don't even know if I can call it a game as much as it's an experience. It's kind of like a Twin Peaks X-Files thing. There's no dialogue in the game.
Never watched Twin Peaks. I don't know what it is.
Have you ever watched probably any David Lynch movies where they're very obtuse? There's a lot of shit going on. You don't quite understand what's going on.
Okay.
But think X-Files.
Yeah.
You're a FBI agent that's kind of sent to investigate another FBI agent, going to be their partner. Like I said, the graphics are kind of simple, very colorful and bright. But they're not fancy by any stretch of the imagination. But what this game does is it's got a very linear narrative that it's trying to tell just through environmental clues and kind of the body languages of, the people that you come into contact with. But what it does is it uses jump cuts. And I've never seen this used in a game before, and where there are no loading times. So it propels the story forward. So, like, for example, you could be in, walking down an office hallway, and then a split second, you're in a car, in a scene, in a car driving down the road. But there's no like transitions, and it's really effective. It's hard for me to describe. I'd recommend that if you. It's not for everybody.
I was gonna say I don't get it, Tom. I don't get it.
you have to see it to find out what it is. I can't
give some spoiler.
I can't honestly say that I was able to follow. I don't think it necessarily nails it all the time. I wasn't. It was hard for me to follow the narrative at times. I couldn't tell you exactly every beat of the story or what happened. That's where the whole David Lynch thing kind of comes in, because you watch one of those movies and you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? But when it does work, it is really compelling, and I'm excited to see how people pick up on, like maybe bigger companies or future companies look at this game and take the things that it did well and apply it to future games. I think that would be
smart.
Yeah, it'd be really cool because it does some really cool and new things. It's like all these indie games are the ones that are taking risks and
the creativity.
Yeah, because the bigger companies like your Electronic Arts,
they just keep making the same fucking games.
Right, because they can't do. I mean, it takes a lot of money to make their fucking AAA games, so they can't do a lot of like just fuck around kind of shit because they need their return on investment. So it's up to all the indie developers nowadays to try to move things forward and
Poor
try new
shit. Ain't making any money.
See what
either.
sticks. What's that?
Poor guys ain't probably making EA money either.
No, but
sometimes they come out with a big hit.
But yeah, sometimes the ones that do hit, they can strike gold, or at least gold enough where they have enough money to invest in making their next game and hiring more people. So Virginia, if you're into weird story-based games and willing to try new things, highly recommended. For Steam, Xbox One, PS4, I think it's only like $9 or $10, and it's like a 2-hour experience. So, yeah, I played that, son.
Good for you. What else is?
And I've just been Oculusing.
Yeah, I would be too if I were you.
Going back to the Oculus here and there, and still playing that Chronos game, and really kind of getting into that a lot. I really enjoy that. It's like Dark Souls, Resident Evil. That game, and
cool.
There you go.
There I go.
And I think that's pretty much all I've been playing. It's just been a hodgepodge of shit. We'll probably talk about this in a little bit, but I downloaded Mafia 3, probably my most anticipated game of the Christmas season.
You get on PC?
PC, yeah.
I heard, I read a thing saying the amount of memory, is almost like ridiculously so much more than console.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't imagine like how much better it is, I guess,
for the PC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Usually PC games will be. I mean, even console games are pretty large now, but it's because of the PC can display in higher resolutions.
Yeah. So
it's all the textures that are in the PC versions of these games are higher resolution, so they take up more space.
Yeah.
So yeah, what fucking was it? I just read this last night too. There was like was it the new Call of Duty game or something? Gears of War 4.
Gonna take the whole hard drive up.
Gears of War 4 is, I think, 80 gigabytes on the PC, and that's 50% more than it is on the console.
Oh wow!
So, and that actually comes out today if you got the pre-order.
Jeez.
But
I can't wait to play that game.
Yeah, we're gonna play it. I already bought it, so it's coming next Tuesday. I'll be out of town, but we're gonna. Hopefully, we can. I'd love to co-op the whole thing. I've never done a Gears game co-op.
All the games I've beaten were co-op.
Oh, really?
And that's the funnest way to play.
Yeah, exactly.
This way you can strategically be like, yo, get this motherfucker from that side.
Right.
Flank.
And reviews have already come out, and it's supposed to be really good. So I'm
guessing A+ city.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I never thought. I was a pretty big Gears of War fan, but I was never like. If you asked me what my favorite series of games were, I would never say like I love Gears of War. But it's amazing now. I'm like, I guess I was more looking forward to it more than I thought I was.
It's the reason I own a 360.
Sure.
I would not have bought one probably if it wasn't for Gears of War.
Yeah.
I was never a Halo kid.
Me neither.
So.
Me neither. I played a couple of them, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I played Halo Reach. All the Halo fans like, no, that's not the one to play. I was like, I didn't know. How am I supposed to fucking know? I don't Halo.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? Tell me how am I to play? Hammond. Yeah, baby.
Keep going.
Ooh,
okay.
I feel like an arrogant bastard right now.
You is.
Well, Josh, on the last podcast, we kind of celebrated your birthday and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm 18 now,
we were really
guys.
hungover. You are, yeah. And we here at the Dogcast wanted to get you a little something, but at the time it was kind of logistically impossible, and some things kind of fell through, so we were unable to get you your present. But I have something here for you today. For your birthday.
You got me excited.
Yes. And Christmas. That's all I can afford.
Oh Oh my god.
So here you go, Josh.
Wow.
Everybody, I just handed Josh a cardboard box.
It's heavy.
Would you open it in front of all the people? This makes great radio.
Hey, everybody, look. I'm unveiling the tape. Right. I cracked the tape now.
You don't have
really
to open
special.
it. Yeah. Oh, he's struggling. He's struggling.
Is it upside down?
I don't know.
Yes.
Just open the fucking Oh, there you go.
Holy shit.
There you go, man.
Wow. Look at this. This is Pat NES Punk Guy's book about the ultimate guide to Nintendo NES library, etc.
Fuck yeah.
It looks...
You know the NES, don't you, Josh?
Yeah, it's my favorite console of ever.
Of all time.
I'm going to rip this bubble tape off.
Yeah.
Get off.
Get off, you fucking bubble tape.
I was so intrigued on eventually someday looking to pick this up.
Yeah, man.
Thanks to my friend Tom at the Dogcast.
We appreciate all you do, Josh.
Oh, thanks. This is super fucking cool.
It's pretty sweet. I got one too. It's pretty sweet.
Holy shit, this is super.
It's really cool.
Super thick.
Yeah, it's very heavy.
Hardcover.
It's like 8 pounds.
Smells like new.
Yeah, smells like pet country.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
One time I ran into that guy when I was in San Diego. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ran into him at a store.
Video game store. They had buy two get one deals, and I'm just like, Corey, because I like Nintendo games, let's go check out this store.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was like down the block from Ballast Point Brewing, I believe, or something like that. And
hell yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm like kneeling and looking at the bottom games where like I'm hoping nobody noticed some good games and left some. There wasn't much options there really. But all of a sudden some people come in. I overhear in my background, like behind me, I'm like, they start talking. I'm like, I recognize that voice. I'm like,
yeah, he's got a very distinct voice.
He's like, if you want some games, you should get this one. He's like all into it. Like, you should get this one. This one's a good game. You should probably get that one, and that one, and that one. Like telling this random guy. Like,
he might listen to this podcast.
Actually, yeah, right. Pat ain't even a punk.
Pat, you ain't no punk.
He never listened to Bad Brains.
Yeah.
But
so this guy that Josh is talking about is this kind of, I want to say, famous YouTuber.
Yeah.
He's
got a big name for him. If you're into retro gaming and stuff.
Yeah, he's got a complete NES North American collection, which is pretty rare.
Yeah, like, he's got a lot of shit.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what he's known for.
And he made this book here, the Ultimate Nintendo Ultimate Guide to the NES Library, 85 to 95.
Yep, just came out a couple weeks ago.
Okay, I heard him talking about it for a long time.
Yeah,
and he sounded like he was putting like a lot of work into it, and obviously,
if you look at it,
yes.
I went through I got one myself and like been reading it, and yeah, I mean there's a lot of.
You know what this is going to make me do is buy more Nintendo games.
I figured that because I'm going to help you.
I'm going to come across random games like
because it tells you if they're common or uncommon.
I never heard of this game.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. Cheat him into.
But yeah, I mean, I'm like, I turn my head and there he's standing over my shoulder. I'm like, Pat, right? And he's like, yeah, hey man, how's it going?
Hey, that's pretty good.
All right. I'm like, hey, I just watched your video like the other day. Like, this is probably like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
When kind of right before the retro gaming spike really took off, maybe a few years ago, but like, I don't know, maybe it was like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like right when it was about to start picking up. And,
yeah.
But yeah, just I watched this video. I think he definitely is a lot bigger than he was when I saw him.
Yeah,
I don't think he was getting the amount of hits and video watches and all that shit. And
I do like his podcast.
Yeah, him and Ian.
Yeah, the completely unnecessary.
One thing I'll say, I could drink beer with Ian because I see his beers that he has. Like he's drinking Ballast Point, Sculpin.
Yep.
And then he fucking drinks Belgian Beaver. I love them. We can't get them around here.
Fuckers.
But yeah, so I met Pat one day, at San Diego. Like just randomly.
Yeah.
Just running into
That is weird. Although at a game store,
Yeah.
Where else are you going to meet him, you know?
He must be there like 24/7.
Right.
Yeah, he lives.
Please,
I
people.
believe he lives in San Diego. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Tom, from
Hey,
the Dogcast.
You're welcome, man.
This is a great donation. This is gonna like, geez, it's like
Put that on your coffee table.
Yeah, I need to study.
Sleep with it.
Yeah, I need to study, and like I'm gonna be reading this thing instead.
It's studying of a different kind.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But yeah, man, you're welcome, man. Thank you.
It says awesome.
All right, we got beer number 2. Would you like to tell the sweet, sexy mother at home?
Hello, listeners.
Hey, what are we drinking?
We got a beer from Flying Dog.
Flying Dog.
They're kind of the artwork for them is done by the fellow that did that movie that everybody liked with was it Johnny Depp? Fear and Loathing.
I was gonna say that's like Terry Gilliam.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does their artwork, and it's super
Terry
cool.
Gilliam does?
Yeah.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say that totally
Maybe
looks
I'm
like
wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, it kind of does look like that.
I'm pretty sure. What I'm aware of, he does.
Okay.
Otherwise, maybe it's some dude that
Because
totally rips him off.
I love Terry Gilliam.
Yeah.
And Monty Python and all his movies, most of them. Anyways, yes.
Anyways,
Do
we're
go
drinking
on.
Flying Dog Old Bay Summer Ale because it's not summer anymore, and we gotta drink this motherfucker.
That's right.
Let's be accurate. It's
It's always summer.
Ale brewed with spices.
Ooh.
I don't know what kind of spices, but yeah, it's called
Parsley, sage, rosemary.
Dead Rise. It's got like 10 names. Old Bay Summer Ale Dead Rise.
Dead Rise.
Yeah.
The dead do rise.
Let's see. I don't know. Yeah. The waterways of the Chesapeake are Dead Rise, a summer ale with Old Bay. Was brewed to support True Blue.
Old Bay?
I thought I was going to say True
Like
Blood.
Beyonce? What?
Old Bay, Beyonce.
Like Old Bay.
It's supporting
By an elderly Beyonce.
supporting the
Hand-brewed.
Maryland blue crab industry.
Ooh. Okay.
Benefits True Blue. Yeah.
Nice.
There.
I really like the artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maryland. I never knew where they were from. So Maryland. Flying
Maryland.
Dog. I don't drink a lot of their beer. It's everywhere, kind of.
I don't think I've ever heard of them
Really?
until now.
Well, welcome
True.
to your death.
Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, we're
We
drinking
got
Flying
summer ales
Dog.
and shit.
Definitely less bitter than the last one. Definitely.
Super.
Yeah. That's very refreshing.
It's like a standard
Light.
ale with like maybe like coriander, cinnamon, spruces.
Yeah, you can go ahead and say that, but you would be right. You would be correct. Yeah, it's good. I'm going to have another
I think
sip if that's all right with
the
you.
amount of bitter in the last brew kind of damaged the palate to where you can really tell exactly.
Yeah. It's a
What
little
flavor-
flavor seeping through.
Yeah, this one's way lighter. So
Yep, for sure. This is a good one.
yeah,
I enjoy this one as well. I would probably take this over the Arrogant Bastard.
I wish it'd bring the summer back.
Maybe if we drink this fast enough and hard enough, and a lot of them, summer will never go away.
Do you have the flux capacitor?
Where we're going, we don't need roads. But we do need beer. Yeah.
We got beer.
and
Tom,
we need movies.
movies are great.
Since it's kind of a light news week, we're getting to that period of time here where it's just fucking games are being released all the time. There's not a lot of room for news or announcements. We decided, let's go ahead and talk about some movies. Let's reflect on this summer.
Yeah,
as we
on
drink
the
the summer
the
ale.
summer blockbusters. Were there any? That's the question.
Was this summer movie season even good?
Was it the
Was
worst
it?
of all time?
Was it a-
Yes, I'm not even gonna think about it. Let's say yeah.
I think
These-
statistically it was.
Yeah.
Actually.
Hey Hollywood, step up your game.
Yeah.
Hire some people that have brains that works, with like creativity and shit instead of remaking every fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
That was not even in reference to Ghostbusters or whatever.
There were no movies that this year that I had any desire to see, except for maybe Sausage Party, just because it looked fucking
It was. Did you
out
see
there.
it?
I did not yet.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'll hit it on DVD because I'm
Okay.
sure it's
Simply
out of theaters now.
Sausage Party. I saw that like a month ago, and yeah, I didn't expect anything great, but it's well written, creative, fun. It's definitely at least a one-time watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was definitely worth. Like it was creative. I'm not a fan of Seth Rogen. To me, just he tries to live off of his ability to swear like a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Is that what he laughs like?
You don't know?
I try not to. I try to block him out when he says stuff.
Okay.
But yeah,
he has a tendency to have an annoying laugh.
I think all he does is try to he lives off of swearing like a 13-year-old boy. I think that's all his jokes are.
Okay.
But like a lot of people he works with, some of them are pretty fucking cool. Some of them are awesome, creative, funny.
Yes.
But yeah,
I don't hate him as much as you do, but
fuck that kid. Stupid fucking stupid clown hair.
Oh.
Anyways.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Oh, do go on. This is getting juicy.
I hate his pants.
I hate your pants.
Stupid shoes. Fuck. No,
good Lord.
Sausage Party was good. That was actually a decent movie.
Awesome.
I wouldn't say great, but it was good.
Yeah, it's one of those I'm not expecting, just that it's so different and they were made an R-rated Pixar movie, basically. I think that's good on them.
What was your number one blockbuster of the summer?
The number one that I
what was the best one?
I didn't see any of them. So
okay.
Yeah,
you didn't see Suicide Squad?
No.
Yeah, well, you already saw the reviews, so
right. I'm a review kind of guy, unless it's something I really want to see.
The reviews were kind of accurate. Like there were some good characters, and definitely the Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie was her name, right?
Margot Robbie.
Whatever.
Yeah.
She was pretty good until the bartender scene when she broke character. But
she wasn't Harley Quinn anymore.
Yeah,
after that.
She was an emotional woman.
Hey, Mr. J.
Yeah. She totally broke character. However, yeah, her co-actor, God, Jared Leto, fuck, I'm not a fan.
No, I hear the Blu-ray that's coming out is going to have like the extended cut with all the missing Joker.
I don't think
scenes.
they have any. I think because they have nothing to lose. It has good reviews, but
they probably want to make Jared Leto happy.
Yeah, I think it has good reviews on IMDb, but the movie sucked. Like the villain mainly was the bad part.
Yeah,
the villain sucked, and I'll say just like the X-Men movie, that movie was ruined mainly because Ivan Ooze was the villain, not Apocalypse. Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers first film.
Okay.
In 1993.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Power Rangers!
Yeah, looked nothing like Apocalypse. He looked like fucking Ivan Ooze. Fucking cartoony looking purple Dennis Hopper wannabe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Them's fighting words. Man, Josh is really angry today.
I'm not angry at all. I'm just saying.
No, this is therapeutic.
Accuracy.
This is good. Get it out.
Accuracy. This is what it is. A lot of these summer movies fucking blew balls.
Yeah, that was another one where I really liked that Days of Future Past X-Men movie.
I liked that. That was great.
Really good.
Yeah, I was surprised how bad that movie sucked.
So I actually, before I saw the reviews come out for the X-Men Apocalypse, I was kind of excited for it because I'm like, okay, they're going back to the 80s. These are like the X-Men costumes that I remember, like growing up.
Yeah.
So, and then to see the reviews is kind of...
It was a bummer, but oh well. I mean, none of the X movies blew me away. I think the last one was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But, definitely one of the better. And then let's see what else. I don't know. Here's kind of a shocker. I'm not a Trekkie by any means. I'm not a fan of Star Trek at all.
Trekker.
Trek.
Come on.
Trekker. I'm not a Trekker. I thought it was Trekkie. Or is that the
drive-by Trekkers?
Is that the discriminate
Yeah, somebody out there
upset.
Somebody's gonna write in.
I'm not against.
It's not.
I'm not
Trekkie. Okay.
I'm not against Trekkies.
Trekkie.
When I was a kid,
not against tribbles.
When I was a really little kid, I thought it was Star Trek. I'm like, what's a Trek? Yeah. What's a Trek? I never even heard of Trek.
It's a bicycle. I
never heard
moron.
of Trek bicycles yet. but the new Star Trek movie was probably the best action movie of the summer.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not a Star Trek guy in any way. But I just saw this because I had nothing to. I had 2 hours to kill, and I live right next to a movie theater, which is awesome.
Right on.
And it was there, so I saw it, and it was fucking good. It was really good.
Right.
Definite worth watch. It was better than. You want to consider Civil War summer because that was pretty fun. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And
heard good things about that. Those Marvel movies seem to they have them on an assembly line right now.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
they do.
You know,
and for the most part, they're pretty
not
good.
bad.
I thought the
not
last
great.
Avengers sucked balls. Like it was almost like CGI, like a cartoon, especially the opening of it. But
yeah, they got the formula.
Yeah, but Star Trek was probably the summer hit. I thought.
Okay.
Kind of the surprise.
Yeah, it just kind of sucked.
They may think like they're at this level, but in my brain, like Star Trek isn't anything.
Yeah, I think the only two movies I actually saw at the theater this year were with you, and I ended up hate watching them. You know, it was like the second Turtles movie or whatever, and then the Ghostbusters, which you can listen to our awesome Ghostbusters review. On,
I'll say
Dogcast at the Movies episode.
I'm actually way more negative than I am about that Ghostbusters movie now than I was.
Oh no!
I was holding.
Do we have to go back?
I was holding back in that fucking podcast. That movie was the worst movie I may have ever
seen.
Stay tuned
in for
my fucking life.
The sequel.
Yeah. And I was accurate. I was like, I didn't want to be like the movie was sexist. Yeah, that Ghostbusters movie is like a man-hating film for sure. I mean, it's funny. Yeah, it's humorous that it is, but it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Like it's every guy in the film is a bad guy or they're shit on.
Right.
And then the cameos are. I mean, we don't even need to get into it. Listen to the Ghostbuster podcast. I love Ghostbusters. Like it's etched in my skin blood.
My skin blood.
And this film sucked so bad.
Yeah.
But I thought the new Ninja Turtles was definitely better. It definitely had some bad.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Jones.
Oh yes.
Megan Fox suck balls, but Tyler Perry was good in it, I thought, and like
those are words that you never hear very much. Tyler Perry was good in it.
Tyler Perry. But Krang fucking on the big screen is like one of that is the summer hit is Krang scene. I thought that was the coolest fucking shit when I saw that. And Bebop Rocksteady they were done tastefully. Like with a Michael Bay film, I don't expect anything to be good or written wise.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
And it was decent, you know. So I thought that was Star Trek was definitely better, but I mean, Ninja Turtles, it wasn't that great, but it was good, I thought.
How about that Warcraft movie?
Never seen it. Do you? I don't even know the reviews on it.
It tanked.
I know it tanked, but how are the reviews? Just because somebody doesn't see
they were pretty mediocre.
Doesn't mean the movie's bad.
I think they were pretty.
But judging World of Warcraft, I don't know what the fuck the story is. So.
I think they were the reviews middle of the road, probably lower
with
to
teeth
mid.
That go over their upper lip.
Yeah, and the funny thing with this movie, it was directed by David Bowie's son, Duncan Jones, and
Duncan Jones boy.
I think it was like a $200 million movie. Don't quote me. I don't know.
Oh shit.
And I think it made $30 million in the States, but it went over to fucking China.
And how did it do?
Just fucking, it became like the #1 movie.
Really?
It grossed like, I don't know how many, like I think it made $1 billion.
Their ass, huh?
Yeah, like they ate it up. The Asian markets is fucking, just because movies like that, I mean, Warcraft and StarCraft are pretty big over in the Asian markets, and but action movies like Transformers and just shit that just has lots of warring battles, not a lot of dialogue because of the
fuck yeah, maybe I like it. I might like it.
Yeah, it just came out in Blu-ray.
I'm not gonna buy it,
but yeah, we'll see if they make any sequels to that. I don't know if I want to see it. I'm not a huge.
I don't think I'm gonna see it. I'm not a World of Warcraft.
I saw some of the previews and the CG just looks not good. You know, it looked like blue screen, fucking video game cutscenes or something.
Humph.
Which I guess maybe when you're based off a video game, that's
I
what
love
you're going
video
for.
games.
Oh yes, I love them as well.
What else? Is there anything else in the summer?
I don't know.
Stranger Things ran away with the Hollywood blockbuster summer hit.
Yeah, I think that had more buzz than any fucking movie.
That was the most popular thing I'm aware of.
The summer in review.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That was probably the highlight of anything I watched this summer.
Most people loved it. I liked it. Most people
but you're wrong.
Like,
you're just wrong.
It was good.
But
it was
nobody
good.
can
It
be
wasn't
right
great.
all the time.
It was good. It wasn't great. But I'll say the most popular thing was that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, yeah. And Batman Superman sucked, but let's just stop there.
Yeah.
The story was all over the place.
Everyone knows.
No, I have DC fanboys that call me a Marvel fanboy, and I'm like, dude, I like Batman. What the fuck's your
Although
problem?
Ben Affleck just came out this last week and said he just thought it was the tone was wrong, not the fact that there was like 8 billion storylines that made no sense.
Yeah, just all over the place, rubbing his balls in people's mouths.
I am looking forward to like the Batman, that standalone movie. That I think he'll do a good job.
Judging how DC Films has been, like, I don't have any hope for those.
It's Zack Snyder. It's a lot of Zack Snyder.
I'll see it still because I like Batman.
Yeah, but I think with Affleck directing and supervising everything, I think it'll be decent to pretty good.
I think that it's definitely gonna be better because I think.
Plus, they have Deadshot. Did you see the video of the test video of the Deadshot?
I heard about.
That's pretty cool.
I heard about I did see that.
Yeah. It was just like a small video on Twitter. Like him just walking through a hallway, in the costume.
Yes. But,
right. Yeah, they're going to have to swing. They need a big swing in the other direction.
I don't look forward to movies anymore like I used to. I just patiently wait. I'm so busy that I don't have time to think about it.
It's
movies
true.
coming out.
And I think a lot of it has to do with we're so connected and get so much information. We pretty much see the movie before the movie comes out.
Sometimes trailers have every single
The
scene.
trailers are horrible. And you have people get advanced screenings or people spoiling shit.
Maybe smaller teasers would be better. Yes, 5-minute teaser trailers. Fuck off. Yeah. You're ruining the movie.
Man. I remember back in the day when I was a kid. I saw one
30-second trailers back then.
I saw one 30-second trailer for like Batman Returns, the Tim Burton movie.
Yeah.
And that's all we got for like 3 months until the movie finally came out, and I just was so ready to fucking see that movie.
The fact if it's more tease, but give enough to get the visual and the feel. Yeah. But I don't know if Hollywood knows what that is. So,
Hollywood's a lot like the fucking the game industry, the AAA game industry, and the fact that they're unwilling to take risks.
Pound it down your throat.
They buy it. They want to spend $150-200 million on a movie, and it's got to be designed by committee and please everyone and please no one at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I digress. Bring back Biodome. I want a sequel to fucking Biodome.
For some reason I was thinking Bioshock. How about Biodome meets Bioshock?
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to see a Bioshock movie. There's always been scuttlebutt of that.
That is a really fucking awesome creative game.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Speaking of, was it last month or a couple weeks ago? The Bioshock collection came out.
Was re-released.
Yeah,
and it's pretty tempting to pick up. However, I think I have most of them on 360.
Bioshock, definitely one of the top games of the last generation, the 360 PS3 generation.
I never dug that deep. I almost
so good.
I'm at least halfway through Infinite, and then I just stopped playing.
Yeah. Did you at least finish the first Bioshock though?
No.
Oh, what?
I think I got to a scene where I kind of let myself fucked health wise, and I think I was facing a Big Daddy.
Because it's the end of that game where the payoff comes, or at least right before the last.
I have no idea how far I got in Bioshock.
Yeah,
I have it. I played it.
I urge everyone.
It's super cool.
To play
super
that
creative.
Game.
It's just don't make the movie if you're gonna fuck it up.
Right. Exactly.
Same with remakes. If it's not good, if it's not at least good, don't make it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking do it. Yeah.
It's sense making.
Unfortunately, that's it's Hollywood. They want to make money, and they think well, if we just regurgitate the same old shit, we'll make our money back. Ha 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 ha. And then it's nice to see some of these bigger movies like Batman v Superman not tank but perform below
tanked hard
or perform below expectations because
big smiles on the Ghostbusters tank because I heard they're already talking about sequels when it came out. I'm like,
the end of that movie set up the next movie, so
did it? I don't even remember. But
what's Zool? Oh, spoilers. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, spoilers. We already fucking saw Ghostbusters when it came out.
That's right.
Way long ago.
Yeah. And if you didn't know, we have a podcast with our Ghostbusters review.
If you want to listen to it, it's there. I'm an asshole in it. People have told me this.
So all in all,
and I've had people tell me it was very informative.
Yeah,
I have had.
I thought not bad for recording at 4:30 in the morning.
Yes, that was a 4 in the morning podcast.
Yeah,
because
that was a rough
we
one.
need to feed to the masses. Y'all need to know.
Y'all had to get it in. You had to get that info, and we were here to get it to you.
Yeah,
Dogcast going to give it to you. You like the D, the Dogcast.
We're gonna give it up,
baby. So yeah, this is our here are the movie cast.
Yeah. Well,
for your day.
What else we got for these motherfuckers?
Well, since we are now in the fall gaming season, I kind of just wanted to run down some of the bigger games that are yet to be released up until Christmas. Find out what we're kind of looking forward to, and just let people kind of give them an idea of what they can look forward.
Get your wallets ready.
And there are a few tentpole releases coming up, and there are also ones that you would expect, and then a couple that maybe you don't. We can start with the last bit of September, which was last week.
Yeah. I love September.
Yeah, like we mentioned, BioShock, the collection, which includes BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite.
Yeah.
So the trilogy. And also comes with all the DLC. I heard there's an expansion pack for BioShock 2 called Minerva's Den, which is supposed to be one of the best little pieces of BioShock anything ever made.
Really?
So it might be worth picking up. If you finished all the games, it might be worth picking up to play that. But it's remastered. Supposedly the graphics are.
Look, I am gonna pick that up when it drops. So.
Updated. I heard
I have the old ones, and I can wait patiently.
Yeah, there were some problems on the PC
pick
release with kind of janky graphic settings and shit. But I think the console versions are fine. I don't play Destiny. I don't think you play Destiny. But the final expansion.
No, I bought it for $5 a long time ago.
Yeah, the final expansion for Destiny came out, and it got kind of middling reviews.
Really?
It
wasn't
like
Destiny enough for him.
It was like, I think the expansion the Taken King was the one that came out before this last one, that one really people really grabbed onto. I guess it fixed a lot of the problems with the base Destiny game.
I know people that's all they play.
Yeah,
Destiny.
Me too. I don't get it. I mean, I haven't played it, so I'm sure it plays great. And
I don't even know what it's about or like what it is.
It's from the guys that made Halo.
I thought it was like a
plays like
first-person
Halo
shooter.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I should just whip it out and play it once. I
you
never
should.
played it.
You got it.
It looks really.
You got to play
pretty.
South Park. Oh man,
I gotta play.
Just 5 minutes.
Dude, you have no idea.
Allot yourself 5 minutes to put this disc in.
No idea how many games I have in the stack.
I know, but you just say, "I'm going to take this next 5 to 10 minutes. I'm just going to put it in, start a timer, and then just play the first 10 minutes."
Guys, I swear, like if you support this podcast, sponsor us, make me not have to work. I will review games very well.
He will. I will too. Please help us quit our jobs.
Help us quit our jobs.
I love my job.
I like mine too.
And we have NBA 2K17 came out on September 20th. If you're into the NBA games, these
NBA
are probably
Jam? No.
Aww. But 2K17, this year's version is not written by Spike Lee. As far as
it's written by Woody Harrelson.
It is, yeah. As far as I know, this the NBA 2K franchise is probably the best current sports franchise in existence.
They look amazing.
Yeah, you can put it on like demo mode, and it looks like you're watching a game,
pretty
like a real
pretty
game.
Legit. And I have not even played 2K16 yet, but it was free last month or 2 months ago.
Oh,
that was super cool.
Oh, cool.
I have not played it yet. Just been busy. Haven't played shit.
Nice.
But I can't wait to play it. I'm just going to play 16.
Fucking A, man.
Fuck 17.
And on September 27th, for you Xboxers out there, Forza Horizon 3 came out. It's a racing game, and it is supposed to be really, 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 really good. And kind of want to play it, but I'm in the boat of I don't know if I have enough time. I do like the Forza games, though. I'm not a racing game guy, but...
You're a Forza.
Forza. This one takes place in Australia. It's kind of an arcadey racer, but I guess...
It's arcade. I like arcadey anything.
And it's one of the first games that supports Microsoft's new Play Anywhere initiative, where if you buy the Xbox version, you automatically get the PC version, or vice versa, if you buy it digitally. So that's really cool. I think that's great. All their games going forward.
Is that the game where you said like they actually like video captured like the sky for a whole year?
They sent a team of 3 people to Australia, and with this special camera rig, just to videotape the sky for a year.
So
and I guess it shows like people say like this is the most amazing skybox that I've ever seen in a fucking game.
Like So do you get random sunsets that just blow your mind?
I don't know.
Randomly,
I think the whole sky is just mind blowing. So maybe I'll pick it up.
Sky is a crazy thing. Have you guys ever just like thought about the sky?
The sky, man.
Yo, here's some drugs, man.
All right.
All right, on the Dogcast.
Yeah, that's all right.
Keep going, Tom.
Okay, well, let's move into October. Today, Mafia 3 is officially released. Today.
On Friday? I thought Tuesday was the release date.
Yeah, no, this one is Friday. This one encountered a little brouhaha moving up to the last couple days to its release. The publisher, it's one of those games where the publisher refused to give out advanced copies for review.
Okay.
And that's
I saw a commercial last night for my first time.
Yeah.
Was it Ice Cube involved with it?
Yeah, I guess he made a song with DJ Shadow.
Oh, he's still a DJ, huh?
Apparently. He's also Shadow.
Oh.
Weird. I'm really looking forward to playing this. I loved, despite their flaws, I love the first 2 Mafia games a lot.
I have one of them and I never played it.
I think, a lot of times when a publisher withholds review copies, that's kind of like, like a movie studio, like not allowing advanced screenings because they know like a game is bad or they know a movie's bad. So they don't want, negative, sentiment when the game is released, but I don't think that's the case for this.
No, good for them. Fuck the reviewers. Fuck us.
Yeah, exactly. But I think
it's not like they send us a copy. I don't care then.
No, I have a feeling it was because they had a pretty massive day one patch, so they didn't want that it was coming in pretty hot, so they didn't want people playing the non-patched version. And apparently the PC version is also kind of nerfed until this weekend when they release another patch.
Well, I've heard a lot of good things.
Yeah, I mean play it. Takes place in the late '60s. A lot of racial turmoil down in New Orleans. You play a black guy, and also today, the one and only fucking Wii U game is released for all time.
Jesus Christ! What is their collection at 12 games now?
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah. Paper Mario Color Splash. So it's like a Paper Mario RPG. I've heard mixed things about this game as well. I love the Paper Mario RPG games, though, like the ones on GameCube.
Now, how RPG are these games? I've never played them, and I've always wanted to try them. I think they look cool.
The GameCube one, Thousand Year Door, is great. They're funny. They're really well written.
I just don't want an RPG aspect. I just want like a traditional Mario. Yeah. I don't care if it's 3D world or side scroller.
Okay.
But
those aren't these games. But yeah,
well, the paper aspect looks cool to me.
But I
want to
really
try them, but.
And the stories are just pretty funny.
If it's RPG, I don't have 90 hours to spare, so
that's the thing. I used to too. I look forward to that shit, but now I like these games like Virginia, where it's like 2 hours. Boom! I can actually feel good about myself that I actually finished something.
Yeah, I got the achievement for beating the game.
Yeah, that's right. Next Tuesday, PS4 owners on October 11th get to experience Rise of the Tomb Raider, which came out for Xbox One last year. There was like a year.
Last year?
There's a year exclusivity window.
So does this one come with like bag of DLC?
And bag of dicks.
Bag of dicks. That's
Lord.
what I wanted to say.
Yeah, bag of dicks.
Did you kind of get that off of me by any chance?
Whole bag of dicks.
Because that's what I really
Laura
want
Croft
to say.
and her
Louis
bag of
C.K. Love you. Bye.
That's right. Yeah, so there was a year of exclusivity. Microsoft, did a deal with Square, the people that made the game. So now it's a great game. I played it. I would say if you have Uncharted 4 already on PS4, that might be the better game. But Rise of the Tomb Raider is pretty good. And also, And I think it comes with all the DLC and also a PSVR experience, maybe.
Ooh. Speaking of.
Ooh, and we'll get to that. That's coming up really quick on the list here. But
back off, Josh.
Also on Tuesday, Xbox One and on PC, Gears of War 4. Josh and I will be playing that, and hopefully maybe on our next podcast we'll have impressions and shit.
Yeah.
So.
And we can talk like this.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, Razor Hell.
Deadlift.
Come on.
There. I think we just recited the entirety of the dialogue of all 3 Gears of War games. Just there. Okay.
That's great.
And
I actually wish they'd get a little more cheesy with that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I guess the story this time around is pretty good. They marry a lot of the old and the new together. So characters.
Oh,
and
it's
stuff.
the sons, right? Is there sons?
One's the son of
Phoenix.
Marcus.
I can't remember their names.
Yeah, Marcus Phoenix. And like we alluded to, PSVR, October 13th, baby.
Oh my god!
If you got a PlayStation 4, you can now enter the world of virtual reality by getting the PSVR, which is $400 without the controllers or the camera, and $500 with the bundle that comes with the controller, the camera, and
which is
a
probably
demo disc.
ideal. So camera, controllers. Question.
Yes, Josh, go. Ask me anything.
PlayStation Move controllers are the controllers.
That is correct.
Does
For better or worse, they are.
Does the PS3 PlayStation Move controllers work the same as the new ones they were releasing?
Yeah, no, they are the same thing. They probably have a
That
warehouse
is
full of these
awesome.
things. They are the exact same models.
They really wanted to use those, huh?
Yeah, they probably have stockpiles.
Well, hey, they're way more accurate than the Wii was, so
Yeah.
that's what I always said. I picked those up for they're on a Christmas clearance, like Black Friday sale ones. I have a whole set of 4 of those, and I think now they're selling 2 of them for $50 a piece, like as a bundle.
Right.
2 of them for
Probably spike up a little bit.
$99.99.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I snagged those in there.
Damn
too.
right, son. Early word indicates from some of the reviews that I've listened to and read that it is the most comfortable most comfortable virtual reality visor.
Which is awesome because
Yeah.
I can see how it can get after half an hour even kind of irritative.
Like just the way I guess it sits on your head, and it's also very friendly to people who wear glasses.
Maybe or
Yep.
It's friendly to people that wear glasses.
Yeah. At least more so than the other one.
Huge deal.
Yeah.
A lot of
Technically
people wear
though,
glasses.
there are some problems. It's not as
early.
It's not as high res,
And the next PS4 Neo Geo or Neo.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you call it a Neo when Neo Geo's been a thing?
I don't know.
But
SNK needs to sue right now.
Isn't Neo like a Matrix guy's name too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw Matrix.
Just like PSVR, the code name was Morpheus. So they were going for the whole fucking
They
were going for the whole Matrix.
They aren't going for Captain Ron.
No.
The PlayStation
That's
4
not-
Captain Ron.
Right.
I'd be sold. I'd buy if PlayStation called their system the Captain
The
Ron.
Captain Ron.
I'd be like,
El Capitan Ron.
yeah, I'm gonna buy that system. I know these guys are going the right place.
That's fucking funny. So yeah, PSVR. I won't be picking this up, but
I probably won't either.
if anyone does, and
I
I would
didn't
love to try it out. So let
I
me know
didn't
if you
have a PS4 system yet, which I got one last November. I actually tried to get one earlier, but if I didn't have one already, I'd definitely be buying. I'd be waiting patiently as fuck for the next version. So I already have one. I'm not gonna buy a fucking other.
Yeah, and I do guess like even with the moves controllers, they're not really as that accurate. Or
That's crazy because I thought they were pretty accurate.
I mean, they are pretty accurate, but they're
actual-
not as accurate as they should be because
So-
it is old. It's 6-year-old technology.
Is the camera the same?
the same camera.
Same camera?
It's the PS4 camera, the one that came out at launch, the PS4.
Oh, okay. Because I have the PS3 camera still.
So I guess some of that tracking is a little janky. Maybe they'll fix it with firmware updates or whatnot.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. It's not like Sony doesn't know what they're doing. They make good shit.
No, they make great products.
Yeah.
Like great physical fucking, ergonomic products and shit. So, and I guess that really shows with the VR for how comfortable it is. All right. October 21st, baby. Battlefield comes back with Battlefield 1.
Streets of Rage.
Battlefield 1 is a multiplayer shooter. I am actually kind of excited for this, and I haven't been excited for a Battlefield game since Battlefield 1942. Because this one takes place in World War One, and it's not in fucking space. We're getting back to like riding horses and shooting down biplanes and zeppelins and fucking horses. I don't know if that's in there.
Zeppelins, like the turtle blimps.
The turtle blimps. Yeah. It actually looks really good. I might pick this up, just maybe for the single player campaign, because I suck at online shooters.
Yeah, there hasn't been a game like this probably since World at War, right?
There's never been a game set in World War One, at least not a first-person shooter. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how they tackle this.
That's like the oldest I recall, or the latest I recall, because it's all been escalating and escalating.
Yeah.
But
it's weird. It's weird. Trench warfare.
You know what? I was going to say...
Mustard gas.
This game might be really fucked up.
It's probably going to bend history a little bit.
Yeah. We may not... I'm actually a bigger Call of Duty guy than Battlefield. Mm-hmm. Because I just feel it's more accurate, more smooth. But I do know Battlefield has a much larger scale of what you can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which might be good for this one, but when I played Battlefield last time, it just felt inaccurate. I was I shot that motherfucker in the face, hands down, and he did not get hit at all.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
I haven't played 3 or 4.
Battlefield has a lot of snipers, I believe. Yeah. I'm not a fan of snipe gaming.
See, when I play, I love to be the sniper. Yeah.
See, I think this is the worst part of gaming because unless every single person's gonna be a sniper, I just feel like that's just boring.
But I'm glad they're getting back to getting out of the futuristic shit, because just give me a fucking gun. Don't give me this fancy drone weaponry and shit.
I want to see gangrene.
I want to put a belt in my mouth and get my leg amputated with a hacksaw. I think if
they're gonna go World War One, shit better get fucked up. Because we have the technology to fuck shit up,
right?
And make it a little fucking
All right. Well, Battlefield 1, October 21st. I'll see you online. Also on the same day, for all you PC people out there, PC nerds like me, Civilization 6 comes out. The most addictive game series of all time. I'm really excited about this.
I've never civilized before.
And it's so good. Even if you're not a strategy guy, they're just so good.
You're so good.
So good. You basically take a civilization from the dawn of civilization to the future, and you have to deal with all these other civilizations and politics, and I
love politics.
You can win by killing all the other guys.
I wish I could vote for Hillary and Trump.
No, you don't.
Just keep going.
No, you don't. All right. So Civilization 6, PCers. Go pick that one up. You probably won't be disappointed. Even if you're not into strategy games, try it out. You won't sleep because it's just one more turn. October 25th, the fucking Last Guardian finally fucking comes out. This is a game that was delayed for 10 years. It's been in development for 10 years.
That sounds familiar.
For PS4. It was announced in 2006 or something like that. For PS3.
Sounds so familiar. How do I...
It's from the guys that made Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. So this
is that the one with the puppies, the giant puppies?
The bird puppy.
Bird puppies. Fucking weird.
Yeah, I know bird puppies are weird, man. They are weird. I agree with you.
Puppies with beaks. Oh, that's not as cute as you think.
Yeah.
And they're giant too.
So this game has been delayed so many times. Nobody knows what to make of this anymore. They just want to get it's time it just fucking comes out.
It looked like PlayStation 2 graphics.
That's right? A lot of people that have played it said
which I'm not against. If a game is good, I will fucking buy it and play it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get reviews, but
who knows?
I'll try it out.
Maybe we'll be shocked.
Hey, Shadow of the Colossus was definitely one of the best games of the PS2 generation.
That's why it was re-released again, and
yeah, it's great. And then on October 28th, Titanfall 2. I don't know if you ever played Titan. You don't have an
I've
Xbox
only
One,
played a short amount of Titanfall, and I fucking loved it.
Okay.
I thought it was
Good.
so fun.
Yeah.
And I was totally bummed when I found out it was only an online game.
And
Because I picked up Titanfall when it was still fairly new for like $5.
oh, that's right. It came out for 360, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot about that.
It was
the
$5.
Xbox
$5
Shit.
Now,
Xbox exclusive the last
still
one.
pretty new. Well, it wasn't new, but like
Yeah.
it was still like fairly like new. But the price drop was like I couldn't resell it even.
Right.
Like it was all of a sudden. I was like, "Fuck! It's only online. I mean, are you kidding me?"
Yeah, that's a game that launched with a lot of fanfare, but fell off really quickly because it was an
fell off
online only.
really quick.
It didn't have a single player campaign. It was just all online.
They obviously got to learn this time around.
So Titanfall 2, I'm glad you said something, Josh, because it's going to be released on all the systems, PS4.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, high five. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah. And it has a single player campaign.
Yeah.
And it looks really good. I'm going to pick this up just because the only reason I didn't play the last one was because it didn't have a single player. I don't do the online thing, so, you know.
I only played a little bit. My brother-in-law's and yeah, I was actually like, I really want to keep playing this, but like I had shit to do.
Right.
But like,
and
Titanfall, it
Titanfall,
was super addictive. I thought like it was really smooth.
I played it was a beta or something.
Super smooth, and like the shooting was like everything was very nice, almost arcadey, but like really smooth.
Yep.
And then you jump into these fucking giant tank walking
mechs.
dudes.
Yeah,
mechs. Yeah, I don't know if they're still called mechs these days.
Titans.
Mech warriors, and and you fucking just destroy shit. And I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah, and this is from the actual original people that made the good Call of Duty, or like, you know, Modern Warfare and yeah.
I love Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. Yep.
That was actually a game where I haven't binge played.
Yeah.
That was the first binge play game I did in the PS3 era.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
since I don't even know when. I played that shit for like 8 hours straight. I was like, holy shit.
It was good. Yeah. Modern Warfare 2 was the last game these guys made. There's a big fallout. The head of the
Who was
the
it?
team. It was Infinity Ward.
Okay, I remember Infinity Ward, Treyarch. Treyarch's the bad guys. Everybody goes, oh, no, fucking.
Well, Treyarch are now kind of the good guys because they got 2 other teams working on this shit. But yeah, so these are the original Call of Duty guys making this game, and that's why it does feel good. 60 frames a second, and you know the shooting's solid, and they know what they're doing. So this will be the first campaign that they made since Modern Warfare 2. So,
and I really enjoyed the campaign.
So it'll be interesting to see.
In Modern Warfare 2.
I mean, this is a totally different game.
No Russian.
No Russian. That's right.
You know what I'm talking about?
The airport?
That was fucking
Fuck yeah, man.
I had no idea that existed, and when I got to that point, I was like, that is such a fucked up. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm doing this right now? Like, I'm like doing it, and I'm killing innocent people.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking.
And I'm like,
shocking.
I'm just going to keep killing them, but this is so fucked up the whole time.
Yeah.
But like, hey.
Yeah, one of the most memorable scenes I think in recent video game.
One of the most edgy things.
Yeah.
Like terrorist as fuck. I mean, there's just games where you kill.
Terrorist as fuck.
Yeah, there's games where you kill, but
yeah,
just slow motion walking through an airport and just taking out people,
taking out civilians. Yeah, just ridiculous, but good. That brings us to November, Josh.
Oh shit! I can't even count to November.
I know, and October was pretty rife with games. Now we're starting to slow down because now we're getting to like some of the big.
You know what I'd like to hear about that? Titanfall coming out in October. You said?
Yeah.
That will be a good Black Friday buy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
because by that time it'll be reduced.
Yeah, because when October games come out, if you patiently wait till November for the Black Friday shit. You can find that shit for like new games for like $25, $35.
Yeah.
Fuck paying that $60 shit.
No shit.
I'm cheap as fuck.
That's right.
No, but
you're frugal. You're smart.
Yeah, that's what I want to go with.
Yeah.
Smart.
Well, November starts out with a bang, ha 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 ha, with the release of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, this year's Call of Duty, on November 4th. By Infinity Ward. Without the original guys.
Fucks Infinity.
You get it? You get it? You think that was intentional? You think so? Maybe? I don't know.
Fuck. And that is
this one's set in
a
the future.
re-release, right? No, wait, what? Okay.
Well, if you get the super fucking califragilistic version,
So nobody's gonna get that? I mean, everybody will buy that, but
yeah, it comes
I'm
with
not. I don't pay $100 for a fucking game.
yeah. I think if you get the $100 version, it comes with the remaster of Modern Warfare, the first one.
Oh, the first. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm a 2 guy.
Yeah. So this Call of Duty, the Infinite Warfare, is set in the future. I think it starts on Earth and then you go outside the orbit of Earth. So it's futuristic. We're getting to Halo territory. I have zero desire to play this fucking thing. So that's
Yeah, I probably won't get it.
yeah.
I gave up. I got Black Ops 2, and I enjoyed it for a little bit, but I mean, I really said like, Ghost was shit. And,
Yeah, and this is the team that made Ghost, so this is their first game since Ghost. So everyone's like,
I'll buy it for $2 when I found Ghost for $2 on sale somewhere.
did you?
Yeah,
Fuck, that's too much.
yeah, it is.
November 11th, Dishonored 2. I don't know if you ever played the first Dishonored.
I bought it for $2.50 at the GameStop sale.
Awesome. That is a
Never played it.
Oh, great game. Great
Someday,
game.
hopefully.
It's from a lot of the people that made Thief, which is like one of my favorites.
That I also got at the same
the newer ones.
360. I got Thief.
Yeah, I'm talking Thief, like late
PC?
1998 PC game.
Okay, I never
like,
played that.
Like one of the first stealth games ever made. So awesome. Like one of my favorite franchises of all time. This is kind of like the spiritual kind of successor to that. You get really cool powers.
I love Power. You guys like Power?
You could summon in the first one. You could summon rats, and they would
Rat
come
King.
and they would eat the guards that were patrolling. You know,
That's what I do in real life, man.
I know.
Whenever I'm thieving things and
You're fucking like
sneaking.
Willard. Was that Wilford?
Willow.
I'm Warwick
Mad
Davis.
Mortigan.
For all you Pokemon mofos out there, November 18th brings you the release of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon for the 3DS.
Oh, they gotta fucking be milking that shit
Man,
while they can.
that's gonna
I'm
probably be
surprised
the
it took
biggest
this
selling-
long, but
Biggest selling game of the season right there.
I think the Nintendo re-release NES thing with the 30 games is gonna be the biggest selling thing. That's gonna be sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
And especially for that price, $60-$70.
I mean,
You know,
I don't really even want it, but I want it, but I don't want it, at the same time. So I keep looking for when it's going to go on for pre-order.
I saw some places already took pre-orders.
One, I think Target did, but they weren't.
Target's already got PlayStation VRs. By the way, some of them do.
Oh, really?
So some people are dumb and putting them out
Oh,
already.
broke Street Date.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just heads up, people, if you care. I don't. But
There you go.
love you.
But yeah, looking forward to the Nintendo system. And
I heard the visual is way brighter, but then I looked at what they showed. I'm like, dude, those games aren't that fucking dark. So I think whoever posted whatever I watched had some shitty dark TV settings.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
It could be.
it's apparently way brighter, more vibrant, and just it looks better. But
Yeah, the videos
I'm sure
I've
I
seen.
expect it to be, but drastically, probably not that much.
Yeah. From what I've heard from people who've played the pre-release systems, that they said like, yeah, it looks really cool, and the front end looks pretty cool, like the menu. The reset.
I actually did see it. Yeah.
I guess the
It's just
controller
like you just
cords
throw
are
it
very
through.
short though.
Really?
Like really short.
Shorter than NES.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun review that we'll hear a
Yeah.
lot
Like
about.
you're gonna
from
have to have
everybody.
your system sitting right in front of you, and
So like the original Famicom,
yeah, I would say probably.
I've heard like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and those are like hardwired into the system.
I heard. Yeah. That's so weird. Because what if the controllers fuck up?
I know.
What if you throw them on a fucking tile floor? Because Double Dragon's hard sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. You just don't. Japanese people are very even-tempered. Right?
I guess I watched Terminator too much.
All right, moving on.
Cowabunga!
November 18th, also the same day that Pokemon comes out, we get the sequel to Watch Dogs. We get Watch Dogs 2 by Ubisoft. I'm going to take a wait-and-see approach on this game. There's no Assassin's Creed this year, so this is kind of like their Assassin's Creed. So I'm looking forward to that. But like I said, the first Watch Dogs game did not set the world on fire. It was kind of lame. I don't know. Empty. No soul to it. But
I never played it.
okay. You
Don't?
can borrow mine. No, don't play it. Don't play it.
I got South Park to play, man.
Yeah,
Stick of
you
Destiny.
do. Another Ubisoft game. Yeah, and thankfully South Park was delayed, so it was originally supposed to come out this December. The new one.
That's cool as fuck, though. They're giving out Stick of Destiny with purchase.
Oh,
of
yeah.
the new game that they're making.
Yeah, because it's awesome.
Because they're awesome.
And it's the funniest game.
Cool fucking dudes.
Funniest game ever made. Hands down. I'll take that to the fucking bank. November 29th sees the release of probably my next most anticipated game.
My dick.
My dick is always anticipated
All right.
by
What game?
me in my hand. Final Fantasy 15 finally is coming out. After 85 years in development, it is finally coming out and whatnot. So, yeah.
Chirp, chirp.
Chirp, whatever. Josh,
I don't Final Fantasy.
you gotta. I wouldn't either.
I ain't got time to Final Fantasy.
No, there are better role playing games to play, like South Park: The Stick of Truth. Josh, you drinking a beer? Before we get to December, there's only one game in December, really. So
What's in December? Let's go with it. I cracked a brew.
we got a new beer, guys.
Beer. I love beer, guys. Do you like beer? That's okay.
Yes, I do.
But you
Josh.
should. But from Potosi Brewing, out in Potosi, Wisconsin.
Potosi.
Potosi has
Nancy
a
Potosi?
fucking. Apparently, they have a beer museum that
Okay.
is marvelous.
That just has one beer in it,
yes,
like Indiana Jones
the
and the
nectar
Temple
of the goods.
Yeah.
And
You steal
yeah,
it?
You got the weighted sack. And but no, they got a beer museum out there. Apparently here it's amazing, or it's really fucking cool.
Awesome.
And Potosi had a brewery way back, and it was recently brought back not that long ago. I don't remember when. I didn't do the diagnostic history and such, but they're back, and a lot, like, all profits to charity is their slogan. I don't condone charities always.
They profit off of charity? They
Yeah.
sound like assholes.
Actually, maybe that's what they're doing. Like,
You think this is a
dude,
charity?
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about charities. Somebody gets rich off that shit. That's not okay.
It's true.
If you want to give, I'm not getting into that. But Potosi, fucking, they make some cool beers, some good beers. I've never had this before, but
Yeah.
they have an espresso shot tower stout.
I
always
associate Potosi with dark beers. Do they make any light stuff?
I didn't know they made dark beers
Oh, really? Because that's all I ever.
until
like-
recently.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've had their IPA. We had them.
IPAs.
We had a Potosi tap takeover at one of the bars I work at, Lions Irish Pub in Watertown. Come by. We have good beer.
Say hi to Jimmy Carroll.
Yeah. We had their IPA. They had an Abbey Ale that was pretty good. Czech Pils, I believe.
Okay.
Which is just a Pilsner.
Yes, I didn't know.
And something else too. But they make decent brews. They're not that old, but I don't know if it's the same facility, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But they just went with the Potosi name again.
Yeah.
And they're doing well. Their beer is all around the state, and they're growing and making some good shit. This is an espresso stout, so super coffee, which is something I wish I had today.
I'm going to drink this.
I want some fucking
keep
coffee. I want to fucking wake up. Gray skies, Wisconsin. But yeah,
That's really good. I say that a lot, but this is good.
We should record a podcast at the Potosi brewing facility one of these days.
Let's do it.
They'll let us. We'll
Inside
make
one of the big vats.
Yeah.
Empty kettles.
We'll do it in a fermenter.
In the fermenter. In their fermenter.
With the beer.
Well, cheers, man. This is actually good.
Cheers.
Woo.
Coffee is fuck, and I love it.
Yeah.
I'd like to add that I was never into coffee
I did not have sexual relations
with this coffee.
with this coffee.
I was never that into coffee until like maybe 5 years ago when I had when I had my first like coffee stout, and I go, holy fuck.
Fuck.
I just semened everywhere, and like the shit is good.
Jeez,
So
I know.
I love coffee stouts. It's my favorite thing to drink. And now coffee's okay, but coffee stouts, coffee beer,
Boom.
to me,
way better than coffee.
That's my favorite.
So much better than coffee
Yeah,
on its own.
it is better than actual.
It's the only way I can stomach anything that tastes like coffee.
Fuck. Well, that's how I did stomach coffee, was through coffee beer.
The gateway, yeah.
It is a gateway to actual coffee.
Well, fucking A.
Well, Thomas,
Well, I'm going to drink this and tell you what's coming out in December.
do it.
There are
Do it
actually
now.
There's actually
Just-
like 2 games. Gravity Rush 2 comes out for PS4 on December 2nd. I've never played the Gravity Rush games. I think
Never
one
heard
came
of
out on
them.
Vita. The first one came out on Vita.
Never heard of.
Vita's a handheld by Sony that nobody bought. Some people will take offense to that.
I'm sure it's
And
great. I'm sure it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks like a great little handheld. And then on December 6th, my third most anticipated game of the winter, Dead Rising 4 comes out
I was a big fan of Dead Rising 2.
on Xbox One and PC. So,
Fucking racist Xboxers and PCs only.
oh yeah, that's right.
No PS4, huh?
No PS. That's right. Yeah,
Well, I had Dead Rising 2
it will eventually.
on PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
PlayStation 3. Fuck.
the first Dead Rising was a Xbox exclusive.
I had that too.
Yeah.
I didn't get into it though.
Okay.
I played it for like an hour and I did not get sucked in. And this 2 I thought was buckets of fun.
Oh yeah, so good. 3 was really good.
I'm sure.
That was
played
a full on Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft actually helped fund that one. Dead Rising 4 was not funded by Microsoft, but they have an exclusivity deal, so it will be coming to PS4 at some point. But I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably still be playing Final Fantasy, maybe, if it's good and not like the last one. So
Maybe it's
there you
bad.
go. That has been your nutshell rundown of games that are coming out this holiday season. That's a lot
We
of
want
games
you
to spend
to
your money
know
on.
all the shit, all those games, all those things.
Give you a heads up. You heard it here.
Buy or die.
And there are actually a lot more games coming out. We just kind of hit the heavy hitters. There's 8 billion games coming out every year or every day
Yeah.
if you go on the iOS.
Something like that.
Yeah. But, so yeah, that is what we got for you this week on the Dogcast. Josh, it has been an amazing pleasure, as always.
It's early, but it's the best day of my life, Tom.
Good. And it's only going to get worse. If this is the
God.
best day of your life, buddy, wow.
Well,
No wonder you have a drinking problem.
I got the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the NES library
That's right.
from my boy, 2 Terabyte Tom.
That's right. 2 terabyte TBT.
Yeah, that's his name.
2 TTTV time. No, you're welcome, man. And yeah, thanks to Pat Contry for making it possible.
Thanks, Patty
Patty C.
NES.
Pat the
Patty
NES
C.
punk.
Oh.
Josh, where can people get a hold of us if they want to get a hold of us? Do you know?
We got holds of us on the internet. Y'all like the internet? Well, we're on the internet. Like
Yep.
us on Facebook, Hair of the Dogcast. Like us on Instagram, at Ghostbuster Josh.
Yeah.
Also Twitter, same.
We should get an Instagram account.
Hey, we could.
Maybe.
Tom?
Yes. You can reach me on Twitter at Tom_Wagner, I believe. And, ladies and gentlemen, our website is now live.
Oh, yes.
It is live.
Oh, fuck yeah.
hairofthedogcast.com. You can go there for episodes. We'll update it. It's still a work in progress, but it is up.
It's up.
And ready. And you can email at us at hairofthedogcast@gmail.com. Please
Yeah.
give us any feedback. You got questions, comments. We'd love to read them on the show. We're going to have T-shirts soon. So we're going to start giving away T-shirts to the best questions that come in, and we'll read them on air. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll just come to your house and
We're
give you a
gonna
big
come to your house
smooch.
with a fucking shirt and smooch you,
Yeah,
and then video game all night with you.
just like that.
You bring the beer.
That's right.
Don't disappoint
And
us.
cook for us. Make us breakfast. Fucking lazy
I like
bastard.
pizza and steak.
Anyways, this has been Hair of the Dogcast, number 10. Signing off. Till next time. Josh,
Tom,
Merry Christmas.
Happy brew year.
Let's go back to work and save up money to buy all these games that are coming out.
And more beer.
And more beer. Oh!